Welcome back. I'm here with Lance Watson from Student Affairs. He's the Director of Student Conduct and Community Standards to talk with us about Hazing Prevention Week. So thank you for taking time out of your Friday morning to come and talk with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So can you, first of all, when is Hazing Prevention Week happening?
Sure. So it's all next week. We have a variety of different tabling events going on, as well as kind of doing a social media campaign and partnering with other governing councils here at KU to make sure we're spreading the word. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so can you kind of go through maybe what's going on each day?
Absolutely. So beyond the different social media outlets going on, we have tabling going on 3 days next week. On Monday at noon at Ambler, on Tuesday on Wesco Beach at 11:30, and then Thursday at 12:30. Monday at Ambler, we'll be handing out water bottles, having folks come and just kind of chat with us, and then Tuesday and Thursday we'll be handing out hot dogs for lunch to help folks out. Really just talking to folks about the how to prevent hazing on campus, how to engage and make sure they're keeping safe, all those kind of pieces.
Okay, can you kind of go through what the social media campaign is? How can students get involved with that?
Sure. Part of it is we'll have obviously a hashtag, and then we'll ask students to engage with both the Student Affairs account, and I know other councils will be tweeting different things, because we really want it to be part of a larger kind of campus safety month to make sure students are having a great experience as new members or just members joining organizations here at KU. It's very important to us that you have a really good, meaningful experience, obviously outside the classroom as well as inside the classroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I am involved in Greek life, and I know that a lot of, I guess, there's a big kind of stigma with Greek life where hazing happens a lot.
Sure.
And can you kind of touch on that and kind of touch on those stereotypes? And
Sure, absolutely. So the truth is hazing doesn't just happen in Greek life. It can happen truly in any organization or any kind of experience. And so we really want to be broad within talking about hazing at KU, where we don't want to just focus on our Greeks. We want to focus on every other organization here at KU, because we want new members that are joining organizations to know that they have the right to be respected, they have the ability to stand up against hazing within their organization, and also they have the right to report it to folks, whether it's to Silk, whether to an officer in the organization, whether it's to me. We just want to make sure they're having a good experience, because the truth is, if you're being hazed within your organization, it's really not as meaningful as it should be.
Right, for sure. And so kind of going along with that, maybe what are some, I guess, constant or popular things that you get dealing with hazing? Like, what are some certain signs that a student might realize they're being hazed? Or
Sure. Part of it is kind of a gut feeling almost, where if something doesn't feel like it's going right. So I joined this organization that said it was going to do these things, but none of the things we're doing actually are relating to those kind of foundational principles.
Right.
That's part of it. More kind of, if you will, finite behaviors would be if you're being kept up late at night, or you're doing things that you wouldn't just normally expect to be doing as part of that organization. But truly it is just kind of something doesn't feel right, and that's when you start reaching out to the officers of that organization or the advisors to make sure you're getting support.
Okay, and that kind of leads into my next question. If a student feels like they are being hazed, what's the next step? What should they do?
Absolutely. So they have a variety of different avenues to kind of share information. The most immediate is to go to talk to the president. We put a lot of power on our presidents here, which is the great part about KU, to help them govern their organizations. If they're not comfortable going to the president or the main leadership of that organization, then reaching out to their advisors or the KU staff that might support that. So if it's club sports, working with recreation staff, whether it's in Greek life or a variety of other organizations working with Silk, and saying, hey, something's going on, I'm not really sure what to do with that. Also, students have the ability to file an anonymous hazing report. So they're like, I really don't want to be that person that reports that. They can go to preventhazing.ku.edu and share information anonymously if they so choose, and then we would try to follow up and make sure everybody's safe within that organization.
Right, great. And so just to kind of wrap things up, what do you guys hope to accomplish with Hazing Prevention Week? What are some changes you'd like to see? Or
Sure. I think part of it is just further raising awareness. That we're not saying that hazing is a problem at KU. Nationally, it's something everyone is talking about right now. And so we want students to be aware of not only having a really good experience when they join organizations, but also being comfortable that if something doesn't feel right, being willing to kind of raise their hand and say, hey, I need a little help. How can you support me, both from an organization and as a university? Because what's important to us as Jayhawks is that we have a safe, welcoming, and caring community.
Right, definitely. Well, thank you again so much for coming and talking with us. Look out for the tabling going on at the different locations throughout this week for Hazing Prevention Week. But stay tuned and we will be right back with our news segment.